This is a democratic setting. If the president wants to use his powers to pass this tax bill, he may have his ways. But it has its consequences. 60.2% of his vote came from North.
You can rule me out of order.
Let me respond. Let me respond to you.
Mr. President, you can have your way, but I will have my say.
Some people are not happy with this tax reform. I understand. I feel your pain. But for you, layman, do you know the meaning of this tax reform? It can't be like Papa, we get 7 children. One be organizer, one be tailor, one be conductor, one be lawyer, one be doctor, one be businessman like Dangote. The Papa can't tell them, say every month to make all of you, they bring in a tax, make you bring them. The Papa could come share for them equally. Now that kind of tax we they do now with our tax. Every morning we come to Abuja, everybody will wear Baba Riga, Agbada, come collect allocation.
When I see this government, I don't like the government at all, based on the suffer where we say Nigerians they suffer now. Because now this APC government, now then bring this suffering come Nigeria out. But when I see this tax reform where Tinubu won't bring, after I check that thing, I check them and I see say na better thing that they do. And if person they try do better thing, even if you don't like the person, you go try support the person. But I see say northern governors and their politicians, then they push their people so that they go feel rubbish this tax reform. Nigeria no be for only una be. Make una hear them. Una no say before, na monkey they walk, baboon they shop, na it be, because they go generate money finish. In the end, federal government will come share the money according to the population of each state. And no be like that is supposed to be. Why southern state go to generate big revenue and they go to give them this small share? Now waiting they happen before be this, and now waiting this tax reform won't stop be this. Because now no say before, the money where they send they go each state, where government they send they go each state, you know, to plenty like that. But for inside this new tax reform, what did they talk be say 55% of everything where they generate will go back to each state. But now see what thing they happen now, because they don't to spoil these people well. Now that they fight this tax reform so that the thing no go get ahead. They won't make government they give them money the way where they give them before. They won't make government they rob Peter, they pay Paul. All these big states for South, where they go struggle, they bring investors come in. Now NMB, nothing say they no wise. They go suffer, generate tax. Government go their place, go generate huge amount of tax. And in the end, now just small thing and go return, can't give them. So this tax matter like this, it just they like waiting that they call stealth restructuring. Now waiting they generate, now that thing now you go the end. No be say person go come they work for you. And for now, when you know the importance of this new tax reform, make I tell you now, make I outline them for una. For small companies, where we say their annual income generation, I be their annual revenue no reach 25 billion naira, they exempted from this tax. They no go they pay this tax. And for medium to large scale companies, they go reduce their tax from 30% come 25%. And for individuals, where we say their annual income no reach 1 million naira, they no go they pay tax on top food, electricity, and pharmaceutical. Then for the rich man where they for inside Nigeria, you go they pay tax according to the money where you they earn. So this one be say if you get money where you dey for inside Nigeria, now according to the money where you dey generate, I mean where you dey earn, now you go dey pay your tax they go. So waiting bad for inside this thing where these people they fight now. You're gonna tell me one thing where bad for inside this tax reform where these northern governors they try fight. I beg if Nigeria don't tire on her, make una talk, make they divide this country, make everybody just go on their own. Maybe say one person will come they claim say that in wise person. So because of this matter now, plenty northern politicians don't come they talk they put. They try do anything where they feel do on top their power so that they go fit stop these reforms. But me, even as I know to like this government based on their fuck up and the yeti where they don't do this tax reform, it go must work. So before I play the video of waiting they talk for una, if today now be the first time where they visit our channel, make you no forget to subscribe and make you watch this video go the end and drop your own comment for inside the comment section. So make allow and make you watch the video.
You can rule me out of order.
Let me respond. Let me respond to you.
Mr. President, you can have your way, but I will have my say. You will have your way, but I can have my say. You can use the gavel, and I will use my voice. This thing is very sensitive. Our people have been dominated by this matter. When you say it's matter of urgent national importance, yes, we do have matters of urgent national importance. But even those matters normally is referred to the next legislative date or another legislative date. Please, I beg you in the name of God, in the name of God, this matter is very, very important to not only us, but Nigerians that we represent. And we swear by Bible and Holy Quran that will represent the interests of the people. These people partially have spoken. The governors, the National Economic Council, and that makes
you have made your point. Can I?
Some people are not happy with this tax reform. I understand. I feel your pain. But for you, layman, do you know the meaning of this tax reform? It can't be like Papa, we get 7 children. One be organizer, one be tailor, one be conductor, one be lawyer, one be doctor, one be businessman like Dangote. The Papa can't tell them, say every month to make all of you, they bring in a tax, make it bring them. The Papa could come share for them equally. Now that kind of tax we they do now with our tax. Every morning we come to Abuja, everybody will wear Baba Riga, Agbada, come collect allocation. Go to their state, want to shage. But now, this new tax reform is saying, whatever you generate for your state, you go keep 55%. And 45% will come to federal. Federal can share that one. Instead of sharing equally with everybody every month. Is that not a good reform? Do London spend Birmingham money, or Manchester spend Liverpool money, or New York they spend Philadelphia money? No. Let everybody carry that cross. Whatever tax you generate in your state, use it to develop your state. Instead of this one to separate the men from the boys. Okay.
Let me tell you, I'm a strong member of APC. If you can count 2 governors between 2019 to 2023 that were in support of Tinubu, you can mention Professor Sulum. I was the first governor to come out publicly and say that power must go to South. This is the misconception that is ongoing. Unfortunately, the president was told by many that the North are against him. Is that a fact? No, it's not a fact. 60.2% of his vote came from North. Are you getting what I'm saying? On this tax issue, there's a lot of misconception. During the NEC, we had the NEC, and we advised federal government to force for a moment in order to have deeper consultations with stakeholders. That was our own statement. Then later on, people have turned it upside down. But I want you to believe that consultation is central to democracy. This beggars belief that in a democratic setting, we are begging for the right to consult or to be consulted. This is only what has happened. We haven't said anything, but we felt that the provision, VAT provision in the tax law, which clearly stated that VAT allocation should be based on derivation. The proposed bill further stated that 60% of the VAT tax will be shared based on derivation. So I'm not an economist, but based on the calculations that we did, only Lagos State and Rivers State will benefit from this scheme.
Is that a fact? Because I mean, reading through the documents and the bills.
Let me finish what I'm saying. However, we have had series of consultations with the FIRS team. I had a meeting with discussions with the governor of Lagos State. Lagos State governor told me that, look, Prof, Lagos will lose a lot if this is implemented. While we did our own research and then concluded that we would lose, then the matter of the fact is that why are we in rush? We advise the federal government to take a force, expunge some of the clauses in the tax bill that are inimical to the growth and development of not only northern Nigeria, southeast will be severely affected. South will be severely affected. Even in the southwest, only Lagos will benefit from this scheme, to our own observation. However, be it as it may be, they said, no, this is not right. But what we are telling them is that give us time. Why are we in rush? Let us force, and then let us do deeper consultation because we are in democracy. So that we should understand the nitty-gritty of this tax regime before passing it to law. This is
Bola Ahmed Tinubu is essentially bringing the Lagos model to the big stage. What was the Lagos model? Tax, 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 tax. You cannot overtax your citizens to a level that they cannot pay. You've removed subsidy, you've made them poorer. You floated the naira, you've devalued the currency. People are poorer. Why are you taxing them? What you need to do is to broaden the tax base instead of overtaxing citizens. Number one. Number two, people will say, oh, those that are against this tax bill, they haven't even read the tax bill. Hello. It is not the responsibility of citizens to go and read. It is the responsibility of the executive, the government, that is going to bring any policy to people to come and sensitize and explain to them and get their approval. You cannot just pay hired consultants. They go into their room, bring out an encyclopedia of this is how we want to do the tax, and throw it to the National Assembly and rush it. I tell you, 99% of the members of the Senate, of all the National Assembly members, have not read the bill. Nobody has time to read this bill. So essentially, all this brouhaha you're seeing, I took time to read it because I talk all over the place. Some of it is good, but hello. The biggest problem is that there is loss of trust. Nigerians don't trust this government. The last time you did, Mr. President, you flippantly removed fuel subsidy. You flippantly floated the naira and said tomorrow will be better. Our people are dying. Tomorrow is not better. Yesterday was better than today or tomorrow. People don't trust this government. Number one. Number two. Number two is that this government, in spite of its over-bloated media team of about 13 advisors, they are not connecting with the people. They are not. They think they will stay in Abuja and talk all the big grammar in $1,000 suits and think people will listen to them. They are not connecting with the people. And you could see that in the NSA's speech the other day, 13th of November, his Tinubu Gain speech. You could clearly see his frustration that the government is not connecting with the people. That was why he was saying, critics, we will shut you up. We want to be shut up with facts, with benefits for our people, not propaganda. So, the government is not connecting with the people. The government has not explained this to the people. Members of the National Assembly do not even understand the bill themselves. And look at the clumsy way it was presented at the Senate the other day. Look at the clumsy way it was presented. Akpabio think he's going to be clever by half.
Is this upsetting leaders in the north?
yes.
Is it making Tinubu to lose followership in the north?
What I'm telling you now is that democracy is about interest. If Everest team said that we are not losing, we ask them, please let us have more consultation before passing this law. Are you getting what I'm saying? So there's nothing much that I can add. And then another provision of the tax law is that by 2029, third fund will be scrapped because companies will cease to support third fund according to the law. I was a lecturer from the University of Maiduguri. I was once a head of a polytechnic, and I know how the educational system in Nigeria benefited a lot from TED Fund. TED Fund is one of the single largest organizations in Nigeria that has supported the educational industry. And the reform is saying that TED Fund will be scrapped in 2029. Naseni will be scrapped in 2029. Why did we create Naseni? Naseni was established in order to boost local production, reducing over-dependence on hydrocarbons. But somebody is saying that Naseni will be scrapped in 2029. NIDA will be scrapped. We are now in a digital world. These are some of our concerns. But we believe, when you look at my statement, I said we are pleading to Mr. President to look into the plight of some of the states. This matter is not about North. Some are trying to bring confusion that it's a northern affairs. No. It includes the southern, southeast, south. As of now, that you cannot get 3 governors in Nigeria that are in support of this tax law. But what we are saying is that, okay, you are right. If you want to say that this is a new law, let us have time to discuss more about the law and then understand the merits and demerits. Let us withdraw the law, some of the portions, expunge some of the clauses. Yes, we know some people convince us that some portions of the tax law are very important.